The triple header. This will be one of the major contests.
This fight's a little over a month away. I know you're not going to give away your entire game plan, but what do you have to do to beat Teofimo on August 22nd?
Punch Teofimo in the face and not get punched in the face, bro. That's common sense, right? Hit him with a...
You're gonna try.
Yeah, man. Just to follow, something you said earlier in the day was that this fight in some ways was about you, seeing what you have left after some of the fights that you had. How much do you think you have left in the tank?
I think that's the thing, right? To me, I'm always going to believe that I have much more. I probably haven't even, touched the surface on that. You know, I'm still 28 years young. When I get in that ring with...
You're about to be 29. Happy early birthday.
What up? Yes. When I go and face the champion himself, Rolly Romero, yeah, I'll be 29. So, you know, I look forward to seeing a very prominent, a good prominent years of my career. And, but I think everything is going to be really answered August 22nd.
Man, me and Tio ain't friends. He's my little brother. At the end of it, if I'm to lose this belt or to defend my belt, whatever, I'd rather it be with him than anyone else. Only God.
It's prime time in Las Vegas as boxing fans from around the world gather under the bright lights of the theater at Virgin Hotels Las Vegas for a highly anticipated championship showdown between Lamont Roach Jr. and William Zepeda. On August 1st, 2026, the vacant WBC lightweight championship is on the line. And both...
That's true, mother. You know that's true.
Hey, Lomachenko.
Hey, no, hey, let me explain this. You was never our friend. Nobody knew who the you was. And you came and started cloud chasing on my son. And then when you came and fought Tank, you never even talked to us again. That's why I hit you in the chest the last time I seen you, remember?
You hit me in the chest?
When I hit you in the chest and I said you ain't a real friend.
But
you remember that day?
Junior.
You just kept on walking, man.
Junior,
You're fake,
Junior,
bro.
you're
Both elite fighters enter the ring knowing that 12 demanding rounds could change their careers forever. Lamont Roach Jr. comes into this major boxing event with a reputation for technical skill, sharp counterpunching, intelligent footwork, defensive awareness, speed, accuracy, and outstanding ring IQ, while William Zepeda brings relentless pressure, high punch volume, aggressive combinations, physical strength, stamina.
Do you think this is the same kind of fight?
Pepe Lomachenko.
No, look, I mean, a lot of people forget, 2023, I beat the former undisputed world champion and undefeated champion, Josh Taylor. That's someone that a lot of people were unsure of competing with. I think I faced people that people don't want to fight. I mean, Devin Haney, they were in negotiations to fight Rolando, and that fell off, or who knows why. Maybe because Rolly is a tough guy to face.
They don't got no chin.
So I think that we're here now to face the best competition that they have at 147. This is my welterweight debut. Looking forward to taking over.
You've had some issues with Rolly in the past. Any lingering issues, personal stuff going into this fight?
Yeah, I think that the thing is we're kind of beating around the bush of it, but the time is up, man. We got to fight each other. We got to settle it in the ring. That's how that's why it's a gentleman's sport. That's why it's a real man's sport for a reason. If you got problems, you settle it in the boxing ring. What they say, gloves up, guns down.
And dangerous offensive ability. Their contrasting boxing styles have created enormous anticipation among fans, analysts, and fight experts, with one major question dominating the build-up. Can Roach's technical boxing and counterpunching overcome Zepeda's non-stop pressure and aggressive fighting style? As the fighters make their ring walks, the atmosphere inside the arena becomes electric. Roach receives a huge reaction from his supporters as he confidently makes his way toward the ring, while Zepeda follows with an equally powerful entrance, looking...
Man, I got so much love for Tio.
Yeah, but I heard you became a Christian, so now you could be our friend after the fight.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Oh, man.
And on top of that, too, I want to thank Tom Brown, Al Heyman, Louis DeCuba, Salas, and honestly, Tio and his dad for taking this fight, man. It's been a hard time. We had a hard time trying to make a fight with anyone. Tio's going to fight anyone.
Anything, friends for a while, not friends, anything personal left in this for you going into the fight?
Man, me and Tio ain't friends. He's my little brother. At the end of it, if I'm to lose this belt or to defend my belt, whatever, I'd rather it be with
Focused and ready for the biggest opportunity of his career. Both fighters step through the ropes and meet in the center of the ring for the final instructions. The referee reminds them to protect themselves at all times, listen to his commands, and maintain discipline throughout the championship contest. After one final intense stare-down, both men return to their corners, and the crowd rises as the opening bell signals the beginning of a 12-round battle for the WBC lightweight title. From the opening seconds, Roach immediately looks
Right, it's boxing. That's how we make boxing great again. There needs to be some entertainment into this, right? So we know one another enough to know what triggers us. We know possibly secrets that people don't know, and I think that also is the friendship stuff that we hear and we see today in boxing that needs to be it needs to be taken away, you know. And I think that starts right here. TGB Promotions associated with Takeover Promotions. I think that all is going to be a big part and key factor
to establish control with calm footwork, intelligent movement, distance management, and precise positioning. Rather than rushing into unnecessary exchanges, he carefully studies Zepeda's rhythm, timing, and offensive patterns. His smooth movement and defensive skills allow him to remain composed while searching for opportunities to land clean counters. Zepeda, however, wastes no time applying pressure. He moves forward behind a busy jab, attempting to cut off the ring, trap Roach near the ropes, and force him into exchanges where his high punch output can become a major advantage. Every step forward is calculated as Zepeda attempts to dictate the tempo and turn the fight into a high-pressure boxing battle. Roach refuses to get pulled into a reckless firefight. Instead, he circles.
I think he's ready.
What do you expect kind of going forward in the new weight class? Like, what do you think is going to be different for him that people aren't going to recognize?
I think he's going to be able to do more tricks in there because of the fighters. The caliber of the fighters we're going to fight are going to be so much slower. I mean, my son is the type of fighter when he's focused, he does all his things and he doesn't hardly get hit. Let's see what happens, but I think that he
goes around the ring, slips incoming punches, changes angles, and fires sharp counter combinations whenever Zepeda leaves an opening. His accurate right hands and clean combinations immediately get the attention of the crowd. The opening round develops into a fascinating tactical battle between technical counterpunching and relentless pressure, giving fans an early preview of the championship drama that is about to unfold. As the second round begins, Zepeda increases his pace and punch volume, throwing combinations from different angles and constantly looking for ways to close the distance. Every time Roach creates space, Zepeda attempts to take it away, forcing the American fighter to remain defensively responsible. Roach stays disciplined and refuses.
It doesn't change nothing at all, man. They're gonna go in there. It's whether you want to consider it a sparring match or whatever it is, man. Nobody's gonna want to lose, right? So let the best guy win that night. I don't think anybody, being friends or not, is gonna let somebody let them hit themselves, and not do nothing about it. So I think it's going to be a great fight, man. Rolly's going to come to take him out, and my son's going to try to do the same thing.
To match Zepeda punch for punch. Instead, he relies on timing, precision, head movement, footwork, defensive boxing, and clean counterpunching. His ability to make Zepeda miss before immediately responding with accurate combinations becomes one of the most important elements of the fight. Several heated exchanges develop near center ring, with both fighters finding moments of success. Zepeda's relentless work rate keeps him dangerous, but Roach's cleaner punches and superior timing continue to make an impression. As the championship rounds begin to develop, it becomes clear that this is more than a simple battle of power. It is a true clash of boxing styles, strategy, ring intelligence, pressure fighting, and technical skill. By the third round, both fighters begin settling into their preferred.
It's between 140-pound Teofimo Lopez and now 147-pound Teofimo Lopez.
Well, he's going to be a better, faster fighter. I think that my son, I said this 5 years ago, once he goes through the weight divisions, I think at 147, 154, and 160, that's when he's going to do the best. I said this because I really understood the kind of fighter that he was at the age of 13, 14. He was beating up these guys that were fighting for world titles at, you know, at that small age, and these guys were like 20 pounds bigger than him. You know, he could take a punch at this weight division. You know, my son has never been rocked in none of his fights or wobbled, and I think that he's ready to take the 147 weight division. It's going to be fast. I mean, I think he should be able to do everything in less than 2 years. You know, become undisputed.
Third rhythm. Roach becomes increasingly confident in timing Zepeda's forward movement, catching him with well-placed counters whenever he attempts to launch another attack. Zepeda refuses to change his strategy and instead doubles down on constant pressure, marching forward behind powerful combinations designed to overwhelm Roach's defense. His determination keeps the fight competitive even when Roach lands the cleaner punches. Body punching also becomes an important part of the contest as both fighters begin targeting the midsection in an attempt to slow their opponent's movement and reduce their stamina. Every successful body shot creates a visible reaction from the corners, while momentum continues shifting from one fighter to the other. Neither man is willing to surrender control, and the intensity continues rising with every exchange.
Not a good friend, man. I think a good friend is one that doesn't do it. Yeah, he took the fight. He was the champ. He is the champ. He didn't need to take the fight. He took the fight for his own reasons. So, and then we'll find out afterwards. We'll settle the score after.
You guys aren't close anymore.
Nah, I think that kind of shot away after he was champion at 140.
Do you guys have a big advantage on him?
Do I feel like I have a big advantage?
Some kind of advantage being friends?
No. I think my biggest advantage is going to be that I'm just the better fighter.
He combinations to score without exposing himself to unnecessary punishment. Zepeda continues stalking forward, cutting off the ring more effectively and forcing Roach into longer exchanges than earlier in the fight. His constant pressure keeps the pace high and gives Roach very little opportunity to relax. What follows is a fascinating tactical chess match as both fighters make adjustments based on their opponent's strengths and weaknesses. Roach's timing and defensive awareness continue producing clean scoring opportunities, while Zepeda's work rate ensures that every round remains fiercely competitive. As the sixth round begins, the pace reaches another level. Any caution from the opening rounds has disappeared, and both fighters now understand exactly what the other brings to the ring. The exchanges become faster, sharper, and more physical. Zepeda continues marching forward behind relentless pressure, throwing combinations from multiple angles and attempting to overwhelm Roach with volume punching and aggressive offense. His non-stop work rate...
I'm hearing rumors, nothing confirmed yet, but I'm hearing rumors that Devin will be next on the follow on that. So, if it is true, congratulations to him, but yeah, man. Hey, trendsetters.
Would you have taken that fight with Devin, Keyshawn? If you were Keyshawn, would you have taken it with 2.1?
I've taken fights for $1 million.
So were you surprised when he didn't go through with it?
It forces Roach to remain focused every second, leaving almost no room for mistakes. Roach responds with the composure and ring intelligence that have defined his boxing style. Rather than becoming involved in a wild exchange, he uses subtle head movement to slip punches before answering with crisp counters that repeatedly find their target. His defensive discipline begins frustrating Zepeda, who is forced to work harder to land clean punches. The crowd erupts during several exciting exchanges near the center of the ring as both fighters land meaningful shots and immediately respond to one another. Neither corner believes the fight is slipping away, making every minute increasingly important. As the championship rounds continue, the physical demands of the contest become more visible. Sweat pours from both fighters, fatigue begins to appear, but neither competitor is willing to slow the pace. Roach starts another round with renewed confidence, using sharp footwork and angle changes before landing clean counter combinations. His timing appears increasingly effective, allowing him to capitalize whenever Zepeda overcommits. But Zepeda refuses to become discouraged. Staying true to his aggressive boxing style, he continues pressing forward with non-stop combinations and attempts to break through Roach's disciplined defense. His pressure prevents Roach from comfortably controlling the fight and keeps the contest